This is Chris from Propagandhi. You should really check this out, beyond video.
The new album, man, is great. Definitely congratulations. The music, though, it's much different from the Propagandhi of the old days. You guys definitely have evolved. Is that, you think it just happened naturally, or was it more of a conscious decision? Or
No, it's again, not very few conscious things happen in our band. It's like it just evolved. I think a lot of the change in sound, like we're getting closer and closer to where we wanted to be when we were 16. Like we used to listen to bands like Doughboys and Creator and Sacrifice and Nils, so it was like sort of melodic rock, that era, with speed metal of, you know, that era too. But we weren't good enough at our instruments to get there, so we're, you know, over the years we're getting closer and closer to combining that stuff to achieve that vision. Yeah.
Cool, man. For a bunch of Canadians, you guys are very political, and some commentary about Americans. How do you think Canadians feel about Obama?
Well, I can tell you for sure that many Canadians are far less terrified of the Obama ticket than the McCain-Palin ticket. That was fucking crazy. But and as I keep telling people, watching his acceptance speech in Chicago and watching the inauguration, you know, I try to think of what it meant for especially young Black Americans who probably for their entire lives grew up thinking they're living in a de facto white supremacy that couldn't be penetrated, that office couldn't be penetrated by somebody who wasn't an old white man. So I think you can't discount that aspect of it. That the emotion was palpable, especially during his acceptance speech. On the other hand, his party, the Democratic Party, is indentured to the corporations that financed his campaign. He will serve their interests first, and then he'll serve the interests of the people, which is not, I don't think it's being cynical, it's just the way the whole fucking system works. And so people have to hold his feet to the fire if they actually want to see any of that change stuff he was talking about in his campaign, because so far what he's done with his cabinet appointments or his comments on complex geopolitical things like Palestine are not hopeful. I mean, it doesn't look much different than what was going on with Bush.